In honor of Mardi Gras season that's happening right now, today's recipe is New Orleans Style BBQ Shrimp. And this recipe is by Emeril Lagassee, and it's not your typical New Orleans style barbecue shrimp because he jazzed it up a little bit and added heavy whipping cream. So it stood out to me, and I made it probably like 6 years ago, and it's been a favorite of mine. So I'm sharing that with you all today. And per usual, I will link Emeril's original recipe below, and also in the description I'll put any modifications that I made to the recipe. But for this recipe, I pretty much stuck to the plan and did it the way Emeril does it. And for this recipe with peeling and then slicing the lemons, it's kind of hard to get the peel going, so I just did a little cut at the top and then, wedged my fingers in there. But these are definitely tough to peel. Unfortunately here, I still haven't nailed the flipping items in the pan, so I usually just give up and use a spoon. But one of these days, I will nail it. Here with the white wine, the original recipe calls for 1/4 cup of white wine, but I did a 1/2 cup of white wine just because I love the wine flavor. And later in the recipe, it calls for 2 cups of water, but instead, because I did the extra 1/4 cup of white wine, I did 1 3/4 cups of water. Another differentiator between this recipe and the classic New Orleans style barbecue shrimp is Emeril serves this in his restaurants, and it's a really popular dish, and he wants it to be as easy to eat as possible, so he removes the shells and then cooks with them to extract as much flavor as possible. But in the classic New Orleans style barbecue shrimp, they usually serve it with all of the shell on and the heads and everything, so it's a little bit messier, but Emeril did a nice little workaround that makes it a lot easier to eat. So I'm thankful to him for that. And here I'm just reducing it down to low, and I'm gonna simmer it for about 30 minutes. And then once it's done, I'm going to strain all of the solids out and then boil the stock down to a nice little thick barbecue glaze, about 4 to 5 tablespoons of concentrate. Alright, and here's what that has been reduced to, a nice thick syrupy 4 tablespoons of barbecue base that I'm going to mix with cream now. Ah. Now I'm just going to remove the shrimp so I can continue cooking the cream sauce, and then I'm also going to whisk some butter in to just make it even better. Also, I strayed from the Emeril recipe a little bit here, and I doubled the amount of butter that is supposed to go in this dish because, in my opinion, everything is better with a lot of butter. So, to each their own. And here I am just prepping the grits, and something that I learned recently, because I don't make grits all of the time, but on the packaging it says to mix 2 cups of grits with 2 cups of cold water and to whisk it, and then after you heat up the water/milk on the saucepan, then you incorporate this grits into the warm milk water mixture. And that is a very big deal because over a holiday, my mom and I were making grits and we didn't follow that instruction. We just mixed the dry grits into the warm boiling mixture, and the grits were very clumpy. And I'm sure a lot of people in the South are like, yeah, duh, but for people that don't eat grits or make grits all of the time, that is a great tip to be aware of. Also, usually when I make grits, I like to add shredded Parmesan to the final product, and then mix it around and then serve it. But this time I totally forgot to prep the Parmesan, so that step is not included in this recipe, but that's usually how I like to eat the grits. It adds a really nice flavor. And there you have it, that whole Emeril's New Orleans style barbecue shrimp in less than 15 minutes. What a deal. This dish is really rich, it's really flavorful. The Creole seasoning is the best, and this creaminess, I usually eat it with buttered toast, and it's a hit. So celebrate Mardi Gras with this rich, delicious, creamy New Orleans style barbecue shrimp dish. And also, if you like this video, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. I love cooking and I'd love to share it with all of you. So happy Mardi Gras and have a magical day, everybody.